Welcome back to Miami Television News. I'm Stephen Bell.
And I'm Danielle Barak. You can definitely tell it's fall outside.
I agree. The weather is changing and it's starting to get cold, but Chloe Tamman made the trek off campus to the club sports field to visit the Ultimate Frisbee team for this week's Hawk Spot.
For this week on the Hawk Spot, I'm joining the Ultimate Frisbee team, who have been getting quite the commotion here on campus. If you've read the Miami Student lately, you might have seen an article about the Ultimate Frisbee team and how they've had a YouTube hit. Within the first hour of posting their YouTube video about Ultimate Frisbee, they received 2,000 hits. So today we're going to find out a little bit more about Ultimate Frisbee and what they're all about and what they have to say to Miami students. Kevin McGowan, the captain of Ultimate Frisbee, has this to say about the organization.
So whenever we always go to pick up fans, they're like, oh, this is for Ultimate Frisbee. Did you hear that they just put a new disc golf course in there? I'm like, yeah, we heard. And so everyone just doesn't know what it is per se. Disc golf, you kind of like go hole to hole. It's very similar to golf, and there's not any running at all. And in Ultimate Frisbee, you're running all the time. And in Frisbee golf, you're kind of just throwing it at a target, whereas in this, you're trying to throw it to a person.
Kevin also has a lot to say about the recent YouTube video that they posted.
We were just kind of shocked that it happened so fast. We kind of made it not to show people, it was just kind of to have fun, and then people found it. We were going to start using that YouTube video as a recruiting tool, which that kind of worked out well, but we kind of, at the kick field, we just yell at people and be obnoxious and try and get people to come play and hope they like it as much as we do.
Bobby Olson, also known as Bobby Lightning, the president of Ultimate Frisbee, tells why everybody should join Ultimate Frisbee and why it's such a great sport.
I think it's a sport that anyone can excel at. I mean, obviously you've got Oscar and me, who are probably the two most, opposite in sizes, and, we're both good for different reasons. I'm a lot quicker, he can get any tall things, so, it's something that anyone can join and anyone can have fun at, and I think people should at least come out and try it, because a lot of people probably don't know what Ultimate Frisbee is.
One interesting fact about this team is that players will rarely call each other by their real names.
We are the Boogeymen, so that's actually our nickname. Everyone in Frisbee has a really weird nickname. Well, I'm Bobby Lightning, because I'm really big, so. And he's just Big Os, because he's really tall, as you can tell. You should ask everyone else. They all have unique nicknames, and the team name is the Boogeymen, so I'd say come out to our spring tournament and you can see it for yourself.
When the team asked if I wanted to play, I couldn't get on the field fast enough. This group of men were so welcoming and understood that my Frisbee skills were not exactly the best. Nevertheless, they taught me how to throw using my forehand, and thanks to Big Oz, I was able to throw the Frisbee, even if it wasn't very far. By the end of the practice, I had more of an appreciation for what these guys do. Who knew that running back and forth across the field could be so tiring? Even though I wasn't the best player on the field by any means, I certainly had a lot of fun. And for Miami Television News, this is Chloe Tillman.
Way to go, Chloe. You had some great throws.
I think the team has a new member.
Mercedes Williams met up with this week's young professional, the creator of Miami's newest website, Fender.com.
Hi, my name is Mercedes Williams from Miami Television News. This week's feature on Young Professionals is Miami student and entrepreneur Andrew Kinsky. We sat down with him and talked about his new website and his business.
He gives us his story on how he manages being the CEO and co-founder of an online marketplace right from his bedroom.
Well, I wanted to create an online marketplace that made it very simple and very intuitively for college students to exchange goods and services. And at the moment, there was nothing like that out there that really filled that void the way that we needed it to be filled. The way we actually got off the ground was I worked with the entrepreneurship department and the entrepreneurship club, and I was able to develop connections to mentors and advisors to help me refine my business model. And after about 6 months of refining my business model, starting last August, a year and a half ago, and over that time period I was able to get some investors. I partnered with a professional production studio called Mindbox Studios. Their CEO became my chief technology officer, and after a while we were able to get enough money to get things going.
Vendor makes it easy for students to quickly get rid of things they may not necessarily be able to return. The possibilities are endless. Vendor allows students to buy and sell textbooks, clothes, computers, furniture, and essentially anything they want in a safe and manageable way.
Since we're starting on the Miami campus, the way that you'd use the site is just by simply signing up with your .edu, and that'll send an automated message to your account for you to activate your registration and become a part of the Miami community. Now from there, you'll be taken into the main part of the site where you can just sign in as you would any other type of site like Facebook and so on. And you can use all the services from right then and there. It's free, so you're not going to get charged for anything. And you can buy and sell anything you'd like in under 30 seconds. It's very quick, it's very easy, it's very intuitive. The most important part of becoming an entrepreneur, regardless of website development or whatever it is just reaching out to professionals. They know what they're doing and they're more than willing to help. All entrepreneurs, I mean CEOs of Redbox to multi-billion-dollar companies to just the local CEO of some McDonald's or something. They're all willing to help. They're all willing to offer their advice.
Well, there you have it. Some students just can't settle for that uptown job or working in a dining hall. That's all we have for Young Professionals. I'm Mercedes Williams with Miami Television News. Back to you.
Congratulations, Andrew, and good luck with your new website.
Miami is bursting with students making their mark at school. Elena Wall caught up with one of Miami's newest organization's presidents to learn a little more about the wild adventures students could have outdoors.
Hi, I'm Elena Wall from Miami Television News. Whether you're a zoology major or not, everybody loves animals. Conservation is a major topic when it comes to keeping these animals around. Meg Harris, a junior here at Miami University, is starting Miami's own conservation team.
Well, Miami University Conservation Team, or as we like to call it, MUCT, is essentially a new club that I've thought about putting on campus, and we are official with the university. And our goal overall, and we'd like to foster a community of people that are actually interested in conservation, not specifically wildlife, not specifically pre-med. However, we're really going to be a group of people that are interested in international, local, and everyday measures that can be taken in the field of conservation.
Meg works for Project Dragonfly here on campus, which hosts 2 master's programs. Part of the master's program is Earth Expeditions, where students can go to Mongolia, Thailand, or Trinidad. She hopes that the conservation team will foster a community of students that are interested in becoming involved in Earth expeditions.
So I said, maybe we should be doing something about that. And I have the opportunity as a very young undergraduate at that point in time to turn around and offer something that can allow us all that are interested in things like that to grow.
Although the meeting times are not set for the conservation team next semester, Meg will host the meetings in 22 Peabody Hall.
For more information about the club, you can email Meg Harris and make sure to keep a lookout for meeting times next semester. I'm Elena Wall, reporting to you from Miami Television News.
Thanks, Elena. MUCT sounds like a fun way for students to get their hands dirty and travel the world.
Definitely. Looks like a great way to help the conservation movement.
Now we'll head out of the outside cold, but won't escape for long. Lacey Mendenhall is at Goggin Ice Arena to take a closer look at the men's ice hockey team.
The Miami ice hockey team is known for their outstanding record and dedication. I caught up with head coach Enrico Blasi and senior defenseman Chris Weidman to talk about their experiences in the sport and expectations for the season. The brotherhood is an idea that Coach Blasi portrays to all of his team members.
Well, I think it's ultimately it's trying to be the best person you can be, and brotherhood means that you're together and you're a family, and there's trust that comes along with being a family, and all those things translate into a championship culture, and one that everybody is responsible for their actions and responsible for keeping everybody accountable to those high standards that we set for our team.
Chris Weidman believes that the team is prepared for the season, but feels that there is always work that can be done.
Of course, the year, especially to start off, you struggle a little bit, and just keeping your confidence and knowing that you got to play your game and bring the team, and that's
play for championships. That's what we do, and that's what we expect to put ourselves in position to win a championship. And you know, anything short of that will be obviously a little disappointing, but you know, we'll do everything we can to get ourselves in that position.
As always, Miami Television News wishes the hockey team the best of luck this season. Join us next time on the Miami Sports Short for all things Miami sports.
Good luck to the hockey team with the rest of their season. I think all of Miami wants the Red Hawks to go all the way.
Now we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back.
So many kids' activities today seem to leave out the activity part. New research tells us that just getting children to walk an extra 35 minutes a day could spare them the pain of thinning bones later in life. Encourage your kids to get up, get out, and get moving.
Hello. Hey, Grandma, how about another grape soda?
For more advice on how kids can build strong bones, visit aaos.org, a public service message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Welcome back. In studio today, MTN moderator Catalina Loft joins us for a political debate on Ohio's controversial issues 2 and 3.
Hi, my name is Catalina Lauf with Miami Television News, and today we have guests Tom Homan and Michael Salvador to talk a little bit about the aftermath post-voting issues 2 and 3. So we're going to do a coin flip to see who can go first. Who wants to be heads? Who wants to be tails?
I'll be tails.
Okay.
Tails never fails.
Okay.
This will be heads.
Okay, let's see my coin flipping skills. Tails.
All right.
Now that issue 2 was voted against, what does this mean for Ohioans now?
The repeal of issue 2 is a victory for not only unions, but for, in general, the middle class in the state of Ohio. Because the people that work for local governments in Ohio, teachers, firefighters, policemen, and other bureaucrats, are vital for the middle class. And that means that that governments with a budget-cutting zeal can't just take away health benefits, pension retirements, or wages. And this means that Ohio's middle class is stronger as a result of the repeal of Senate Bill 5.
Tom?
Well, I think that this is kind of a tragedy for Ohio, especially with the state of the economy. What we were asking public sector employees to do, was pay just a small percentage of their pensions and their health care plan, just like their private sector counterparts. Now, we weren't necessarily limiting their bargaining rights per se. We were just telling them that they needed to pay a little bit more into their own system, whereas they weren't paying anything into it before. Now, the reason why this is a good thing, or would have been a good thing for Ohioans, is that it would have taken a little bit of the burden off of the state, allowing for us to fix our deficits a little bit better and run a much stronger Ohio economy.
Now we've heard of both sides on issue 2. Can we have a little bit of a rebuttal?
First, Senate Bill 5 would not actually save the Ohio government any money. Numerous studies were conducted before the election which showed that the amount of contributions that an employee pension could make wouldn't actually save the Ohio government any money in the long run. But more importantly, when he said that Ohio public sector union employees don't actually contribute anything to their health and pensions, this is false. They contribute just as much as any private sector employee in any sort of private sector firm. We would be asking public sector employees in Ohio, our teachers, firefighters, and policemen, to contribute more to their pension funds than their private sector counterparts, putting more of a burden on our government officials, which help out the middle class in Ohio in general. This is not a tragedy, as is said. It is actually a great thing for the state of Ohio.
Well, that may or may not be true, but another reason why this would be a good thing for Ohio, or would have been a good thing for Ohio, is it would limit the ability for teachers' unions to hold hostage the state. America's education system, Ohio in general, their lower education system is falling far behind the rest of the world. And one of the leading reasons for this, I believe, is the fact that teachers' unions are protecting teachers who may or may not be the best teachers for our younger generation.
Now can we talk a little bit about issue 3?
Okay. Issue 3 is about the federal health care law that President Obama passed earlier in his term. The reason why this is a good thing is because the percentage of Americans without health care was very small. While it was a big issue that needs to be addressed, the percentage was small. So the likelihood of an Ohioan already having a health care plan that they're comfortable with was pretty high. Now they're allowed to keep that plan instead of being forced by the government to pick one or the other of a plan that may or may not be what they actually want to have. So by passing this bill, or passing this issue, Ohioans are now free to choose what they want instead of being forced by the government to choose what they don't want.
Well, unfortunately, Ohio's passed issue 3, and this is not a good thing for the state of Ohio. First of all, let's examine what issue 3 actually did. Issue 3 was a ballot measure that was very vaguely worded that basically stated that Ohioans disapprove of the Obamacare healthcare law. So we as the state of Ohio just said that we don't like this. There are millions of Ohioans without health insurance, and by doing this, not only have we just created a very murky constitutional ground by saying state can't overrule federal, what we've done is we've made our lower class disadvantaged by not allowing them to have health care. This did not accomplish anything for the state of Ohio and merely makes this issue a lot more complicated and made passions between the two sides a lot more heavy.
Thank you to the college Democrats and also the college Republicans for the debate today. And we'll see what the future holds with these political issues.
We now head inside the Kappa Alpha house with MTN's Kurt Werner to see this fraternity's crib.
Hello guys, you're watching MTN, and this week for MU Cribs we're visiting the Kappa Alpha house. Right now we are in what's called the Robert E. Lee room. He's actually the spiritual founder of KA and is used in much of the pledge process as learning many of the goals and values in which he lived his life by. Right here is what's pretty much the Kappa Alpha living room. Many of the members come in here for reading, studying, and just hanging out and socializing with their friends. It's a room with a lot of action and a lot of good times. Here at KA, the members inside the house are treated to 3 square meals a day. They have a catering service presided by Caroline Catering, who brings in hot, fresh food every day. The members enjoy the convenience and like the taste of the food. In the KA house, the members enjoy very spacious rooms. Some are lucky enough to get singles, most are doubles, with a few triples thrown in there. Currently, we're in a normal double-sized room for a KA. As you can see, there's a lofted bed with room for a desk and plenty of room to set up decorations, TV, couch, tables. The accommodations are quite nice here at KA, and the members are thankful for it. Another amenity at the KA house is a study room. Oftentimes you'll find members up here cramming for exams, doing homework, or reading a book. As you can see, there's a nice wooden table and brand new chairs that actually just came in earlier this week. So this way, the Kappa Alpha member orders don't have to trudge to the library in the middle of the winter every time they want to crack a book. And on the second floor of the KA house, we have our largest bathroom. There's 3 shower heads, 3 sinks, a couple toilets, and plenty of room to accommodate all the guys in the house. It's not too bad as far as fraternity standards go, and the guys get a lot of good use out of it. So you've seen the KA house. Hopefully you've enjoyed your visit, and I'm Curtis Warner for MTN. Thank you.
Looks like a fun place to live.
Thanks for the tour, Kurt.
For all you Harry Potter fans, Gabby Williams has some shocking news for Word on the Street.
Hey Miami, I'm Gabby Williams, and this is Word on the Street. Breaking news, streaming all over the internet, is that Harry Potter films are going back into Warner Brothers' vault. This means that after December 29th, there will be no more Harry Potter films being sold in stores. Okay, well I'm gonna head to the streets to get y'all's opinion about Harry Potter going into the vault.
So I haven't heard about this yet, that they're vaulting Harry Potter movies. It's kind of shocking and sad for me since I watch them all the time, but I guess I'll need to buy all of them and store them up.
I don't think it's true because they would lose a lot of money and a lot of fans would be upset and probably storm their building or something. That would be a tragedy.
Well, as a Harry Potter fan, I think it's kind of unfortunate to see that happen, but I'm honestly not surprised. I mean, if you look at the Disney Vault and stuff like that, I mean, it's an unfortunate thing, but I'm not too surprised about it, yeah.
Well, it seems awfully soon to me, considering the last movie just came out, but I just hope they don't turn into another Disney.
Okay, well we heard some great thoughts. Some people think the vault is too soon, and some people are just shocked and they still don't believe it. Again, I'm Gabby Williams with Miami TV News with Word on the Street.
I know I'm having a hard time believing it. It just feels like too soon.
We'll leave you now so you can go and get a copy of the DVD before they're all gone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Danielle Barak.
And I'm Stephen Bell. Thank you for tuning in to Miami TV News.